Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to what is the final round of the iRacing Israel League this season and the road to the FIA Motorsport Games 2024. It is the silver class, as always, that we start with, and we're here at the beautiful Imola circuit. It is an incredible piece of tarmac. The Autodromo Internazionale Enzo e Dino Ferrari. That's the official name of this place, and well, it has seen magical races, it has seen tragic ones as well, but this, one of the final few race circuits that still keep that classic feel. Mistakes will be punished, as the cars travel pretty close to the walls. Considering that this is a permanent circuit, cars are very, very close to the barriers. Nikolai Lugovsky goes up into second, but now Yehuda Ben Yosef does that. Bertie Galili down to second because Ido Isaac improves to pole by half a second. But Bertie Galili still has a chance to improve. Not looking great in terms of improvement at the moment, but maybe we'll see something change. Tal Segal on an improvement. Dima Medvenik on an improvement as well. Alon Katz not really on an improvement further back down the field. Mark Subarev didn't set a clean lap. And this is Bertie Galili, who's going to come out the final turn to see what he can do in terms of lap time on his final attempt in this session. Doesn't improve as Tal Segal goes to second place. And now Bertie Galili goes to second place. Actually did improve that timing line a little bit further down. But Bertie Galili takes second, Tal Segal in third, fourth for Dima Medvenik. Aaron Dulitsky has finished his run as he spins out at the end of it. Alon Katz, this is his final attempt in this session. And I doubt we'll see an improvement. At least that's not what it's looking like. At the moment, at least. Mark Subarev, the current leader in the silver class. But he doesn't look like he has much of a chance at an improvement. Alan Katz goes to 13th. Mark Subarev has finished his session. And that is the qualifying session over and done with. Ido Isaac takes pole ahead of Bertie Galili, and it's Tal Segal, Dima Medvenik, Yehuda Ben Yosef, Nikolai Lugovsky, Aaron Dulitsky, Aviadi Armakov, Dormalka 9th, and Alexei Surpin in 10th. We've got a total of 16 cars here on the grid as the drivers line up for what is the second to last race this season. 11th race of the championship. We've seen a lot of action from the silver class throughout these races, and well, I'm sure we'll see even more today. Ido Isaac on your right-hand side of the screen. It's Bertie Galili on the left. And we're away. It looks like a difficult getaway for the 90 machine of Ido Isaac. And Bertie Galili moves up into the lead for now, but they're going to go in side by side down into turn one. It's going to be difficult to hold, and Bertie Galili off the road. and can't hold on to it. He loses the position to Ido Isaac. Dima Medvenik actually goes up into second. Talsegal up to third. Bertie Galili from the lead down to fourth. Well, from second on the grid down to fourth. Just about holds on against Yehuda Ben-Yosef, who goes off wide, runs wide, and also the 18 of Dormalka running very, very wide as well. A few cars in quite a bit of action. I think that's where the most of the action is. That's the battle for 8th place, or Brahm in it. Dormalka in it as well. Yosef is just about held on to 8th there. Big loss down through lap 1 for him. Mark Zubarev, the championship leader, being chased by Bertie Galili in terms of points, but very different positions. 13th at the moment for Mark Zubarev, the recovering Mark Zubarev. Started at back of the field. This is a battle for 3rd place. Bertie Galili there up in 4th. Talsegal in 3rd. Right in front of him in that light blue machine. Trying to get closer and closer. See how that goes for him. It's a long straightaway here. There's a lot of chance to draft up behind your opponent and get that position as we run ourselves down into the 1 and 2 chicane. A lot of a move did Bertie, but decides to back out of it for now and stays as it was. Nikolai Lugovsky now has a chance, with Bertie deciding to drop out of the move. Looking like can't get it done. Bertie Galili off the road, as is Lugovsky. Will Galili hold on to this one? Very difficult. It looks like he's maybe got some damage or some issue at least, because he really slowed down. Maybe slow down penalty there as well. Dima Medvenik, though, catches up to Ido Isaac and gets that position for the lead. Wonder what happened there. How come those positions changed? Changed, they did. Change for the lead. Dima Medvenik now leads this one. Bertie Galili down in 6th, and he's under pressure from Dormalka. This is a big, big battle for 6th position. 4 cars involved in it. Brahm and behind Brahm, then there's a 2.5, so this is really a 4-way fight. You could maybe even call it for 5th as somebody goes off the road, rejoins, and everybody has to avoid them. That was Lugovsky going off the road. Now it's back to Dormalka, who's now battling for 5th in this case. He's right behind Bertie Galili and backs out of it. Not gonna get that move done down into turn 1. At least decides against it, and now 4th place is under threat. Aaron Delitsky under threat from Bertie Galili as they run through the super fast chicane. Oh, tried it down the inside, did Dormalka. Bertie Galili survived that one somehow. Dormalka incredibly back on the road, but 2 more cars behind, crashing out. Mark Zubarev up into 10th without really overtaking anybody. Bertie Galili has dropped off real far from Aaron Delitsky. That was a very opportunistic move from Dormalka, who's, doesn't have a front end. That promotes Mark Zubarev into 9th. Amnon Sahari versus Offer Mazus. And not much of a battle, because Mazus had to back out of it. Isaac getting closer. Maybe just a little bit, but they do have Talsegal in the battle as well. He's involved, and He has a chance at something here, particularly. We'll see if he can find that pace once again, if there's any damage to his F4 car as they run down into turn 1. Ido Isaac, fastest lap of the race. Not really a big surprise. He was running in that slipstream, looked to be gaining on the leader. Loses a bit of time on entry, but gains it all back on the exit. That's how you're supposed to run when battling for position. Dima Medvenik now has to think how he's going to defend that one as Ido Isaac off the road. Makes a huge mistake now under pressure from Tosigal. Gives a bit of breathing room for Dima Medvenik. A lot of breathing room, at least 2 seconds of it. As Ido Isaac looks to just about hold on to that position, but big lockup into the chicane and struggling now. I think Tosigal's going to come back at him. Definitely does. They're still side by side, but I think Ido just about held on to that one through all that fighting. Rudy Galili, I think he's more under pressure from Ben Yosef than he is pressuring Delitsky up in front. Maybe just that little bit of damage on his car. It's like the steering wheel straight. Many issues on that end. This one looks fine to start catching up. He is catching up, but not at a very fast pace, at least at the moment. Dormalka has retired by the looks of it. Alan Katz in the pits as well. Lugovsky, Yarmakov, Surpin, and Brom have all been into the pits and have all rejoined back on to circuit. Battle for second continues as Ido Isaac being put under pressure. Not really having a chance now to catch up to Dima Medvenik as much. Catching up now, maybe more as I say that. This is still the closest battle out on the circuit. I believe they're negotiating some lap traffic up in front as well. It's the 69 of Lugovsky, who is a lap down, yeah. This is, looks like Yosef maybe fought about it, but really get close enough. He's close, though, on the exit. He might have a chance and maybe a think of making a move. There's another battle super close right behind them for what is 7th position. Updated on that if anything changes. Changes for 10th, though, or Brom overtakes Eric Lapter. Mark Zubarev not looking too great in terms of pace. Had a big lead coming into this one, so maybe doesn't have to worry too much. And his championship rival, Galili, is definitely struggling. And Yosef in that battle as well. Dormalkin that battle as well, but not really much of a chance. Though here is Ido Isaac catching up to Medvenik as Tosigal tries it round the outside. Is he going to get it done? They're still going to come in side by side now into the chicane. Almost like Tosigal playing a roadblock for Dima Medvenik as Segal gets the position just about. Going to have to defend that one here. And all that gap that they caught up by, they've gone ahead and lost it in essentially 3 corners, really. They caught up that 1.5, but have now just lost everything. Back to a 2.5 behind. And Ido Isaac will have to think of how he wants to negotiate this. Still has 10 minutes left in the race. Has a bit of time and can let Tosigal maybe try and catch up, see how good that works for him. front, though. Dima Medvedev not maybe being super aggressive over those curbs, and maybe that's why he's being caught a little bit. Not too much, a little bit. And actually that gap maybe coming down faster than expected. Back down to 7/10, so caught up 7/10 in what is essentially 2 sectors of the lap. Behind, though, there's a big battle behind as Ben Yosef versus Galili. Ben Yosef might just about be able to finally take that position. He does. Oh, spin in the background. Ido Isaac just spun it round and loses now what is down to 6th. And, yep, down to 6th. Not going to lose down to 7th. That gap is too big, but from the front, from 3rd place, spin, and down to 8th. 6th. Medvedev has maybe stabilized that gap up in front, but still 7.5 minutes to go in this one. Still within reaching distance. Aaron Delitsky promoted to 3rd now. Seemed like everybody else crashing out almost. A few free positions went his way. To 3rd, under pressure from Ben Yosef, though, as Galili struggles to catch up there. Tosagal, though, losing time to Medvedev. Actually, they're pretty close in terms of championship. They're one behind the other. Somebody was off the road, but I believe one of the lapped cars is getting stuck. Yep, that was Alexei Sorpin, who's going to let 911 of Delitsky through. Ido Isaac. Then Yosef dropped to 6th. Isaac goes up to 5th. What happened to Ben Yosef? We're not getting any replays, unfortunately, at the moment. Yeah, but strangely, something happened. Most likely a spin, I'm going to guess. I believe he was close enough to Aaron Delitsky to mount a challenge. Gives Ido Isaac 4th. He overtook Bertie Galili as well. Position Lugovsky versus Yermakov. And as Yermakov runs wide, Lugovsky gets that place for free. This is Zubrev in the 030 machine. That's also gone. 1.3 seconds now down from the lead. Medvenik looking more and more comfortable as the clock ticks down. Medvenik, though, getting up to a little bit of traffic. Gets through it, but gets held up a little bit. But holds on to the lead. Lost a few tenths there, but survived that one. A bit of a scare maybe as you're running in the lead. Aaron Dolitsky. Oh, Ido Isaac spins. He does spin round. Loses now positions to Bertie Galili. I think Ben Yosef is just a little bit too far away to capitalize on that one. Galili, though, up to fourth. He'll be under pressure. Isaac actually gets in front of Bertie Galili, who's off the road. He's gone. Maybe disqualified for too many incident points. As Zahari loses that position to Zubrev, who's up into sixth. Good run for Zubrev, who really has been quiet this race, but just picking up positions. Bertie Galili dropping down. I think he may have been disconnected. This is Medvenik. He's lost time once again with 2 minutes to go. And getting closer again is Segal. Just maybe struggling a little bit, especially in the wake behind another car. Knows he is under pressure. Medvenik under pressure to catch up. Segal under pressure to keep ahead. And Medvenik, well, he's had a good run. He was smart to get that lead early when he had that opportunity. And that's granted him a chance to lead this race so far. Up 3 positions, up 10 is Mark Zubrev. Most positions gained. Or Brahm up 6 as well, so good gains for him. As I think we'll get on to the final lap of the race. Medvenik leads this one by 0.8 of a second. White flag out in the air as we head on to the final lap of the 11th race of the season. Medvenik continues to hold on to this one, but now he's going to really be under pressure this final lap. But Segal losing time through the first chicane. Not looking great for him. He's going to have to hope for a mistake from Medvenik to have anything change here. Comes out the hairpin, still gap at 0.9 of a second. It looks pretty safe. Just needs to not make a mistake. I know Isaac still holds the fastest lap of the race, but those 2 spins have dropped him to 4th. And Aaron Delitsky looking good for 3rd. Looking very good for 3rd, actually. Looking safest in terms of those podium sitters. Wide from Medvenik, losing time, has lost about 4/10. Now Del Segal's very close behind. He's going to have a chance to maybe make a last attempt. No, just a little bit too far. Medvedik's gonna hold on to this one, but wow, a mistake very, very late on in the lap. Survives it somehow, and Dima Medvedik's gonna take the win here in race number 11 of the season, race 1 of tonight. He crosses that timing beam. Del Segal in 2nd position. Aaron Delitsky, great run for him. He finishes 3rd, ahead of Ido Isaac, who takes the fastest lap of the race, but unfortunately a lot of mistakes. Ben Yosef in 5th. 6th goes to Mark Zubarev, gaining 10 spots from where he started. Brilliant run from him. Very quiet race, but no mistakes. Alfred Mazus will finish in 8th. Amnon Sari will be in 7th. Or Brahm will be 9th. Alexei Sorpin just finished in 10th. Arik Lapter finished in 11th. Alon Katz is 16th. Mazus has taken the checkered. Or Brahm will finish in 9th. Let's take a very, very short break and try and see if we can fix our timing screens. I had lost commentary there for a second. Sorry about that, but a lot of action at the start. Saw that mistake for that incident for 2nd place, and the pole sitting Alexei Sorpin losing position. Del Segal up into 4th now, ahead of Ido Isaac. Del Segal looking very, very good for this one. Mark Zubarev in the 2nd, or Brahm leads it. He had a massive recovery in race 1 and doing well in race 2. As we can see, Just under how much pressure will Carl Segal be? This one. It will be the same kind of battling that they had all throughout race 1. And Medvenic's still in an 8th, so not improving. Isaac spins again. Well, half spin. He continues on, but wow, today, big struggle for Ido Isaac, who makes another mistake and drops to 6th. Or Malka up into 5th. And places up for him. And off wide goes Malka to give Isaac 5th, just about, as they're actually going to go in side by side to Acqua Minerale. Isaac holds on to it as Malka makes a mistake, running a little bit wide. Rev catching up to Brom, who's off the road. Race leader into the wall. At the chicane. What happened there? Let's have a look. I think we can get a replay. Jumped the curb, made a mistake, and rolled back straight into that Wahlberg Subaru. Now leads this one. And yeah, Orbrom just struggling. No rear wing on his machine. Ben Josef under pressure from Segal. That's the fastest lap of the race. Subaru wide. Ben Josef getting closer and closer and closer. They both actually ran wide, but I think Ben Josef just a little bit quicker through there. Rev now under a lot of pressure. As Tal Segal actually makes a move, finds space on the inside of Ben Josef. Into second goes Tal. Beautiful move by him. Medvenik getting closer to Malka and Mazouz for 5th. But Tal Segal up into 2nd place, where he finished in race 1. Back to the now onto the battle for 5th position. Mazouz, Malka, and Medvenik in 7th. Winner of race 1. Not gaining as much as I think he'd hoped to be. Doing an alright job in circumstances here. As he goes to the inside. And tries to be super safe, has to drive around, and can't gain any time there, really. So go closer to Zubrev. Battle for the lead continues. I think he's going to have a chance this lap to actually make a move as that gap's coming down in the slipstream. Zubrev maybe not showing as much pace as he could. At least he's shown in other races to the outside. Goes Tal and gets that move done even before the braking zone. Zubrev don't want to fight that one too much, as Segal up into the lead of the race now. 8 places gained in this one. Ben Josef in with a shot of 2nd as well. Looks to be just a little bit quicker. Isaac behind them. 5 seconds back. He'll have a chance, but has to get a move on as Ido Isaac spins again. He's really struggling here tonight. Josef getting closer, but making a move just yet. Medvenik up into 6th. Joseph, well, it's kind of in that 3 to 4:10 range. Malka, though, has a chance at coming back on Medvenik of race 1. Malka up 9 in this race, will up 8 if he doesn't hold on to this one. Just about. Medvenik keeps the lead here. Well, the lead, 6th place, is ahead. And that's all that really matters for him. Segal, fastest lap of the race. Not too surprised. He's been looking very, very strong in this one. To the outside goes Dor. Versus Dima, and wow, Dor Malka. Beautiful move. Another one of those overtakes down into turn 1. Drivers finishing the move even before the braking, before the braking zone ends. For the corner. Battle for the lead has fanned out. And this is Ben Joseph, who's down in 3rd. Trying to catch those two ahead of him. He's closer to Zubrev than Zubrev is to Segal up in front, but I wouldn't call it a huge difference there for those, as I think Zubrev just running a little bit wide. Definitely was losing some time now. And Joseph definitely in a much better position. He's much closer now to Zubrev than Zubrev is to Segal up in front. Coming down, 10ths of a second between these two. As Ben Joseph getting closer and closer and closer as they head to the braking zone. Do anything. Ido Isaac sets the fastest lap of the race. Not going to help him too much, considering he's running 8 seconds behind this group. 9.5 from the lead. Place changes for 6th at the moment, but to stay with this battle, I think Joseph just made a little bit of a mistake. Places changed here. Malka up into 5th now. Jesus down to 7th. Switching positions as Medvenik stayed in the middle of this sandwich. And to the brake zone, some changing for the lead because Rev is caught up to Segal, definitely. A mistake from Segal somewhere. Getting closer and closer to Dor Malka, as he looks like he made a bit of a mistake and lost some more time. So let's battle for the lead, though. The chase is on. The second. Now, Ben Joseph has lost time. This gives a bit of breathing room for Zubrev. Doesn't have to think of the driver behind him. Can focus all of his attention up ahead. It's not close enough, but needed a couple more meters into, well, out of the final turn. If he was just a couple meters closer, I think he could have tried to do something, but 2/10. Now the gap between these two. Segal definitely feeling the pressure. He runs a little bit wide, gains time, but wide means making mistakes again. It looks like Zubrev running a little bit tighter through all of the turns, really. All of the exits, maybe not risking the track limit warnings as much. Zubrev's driving just looks a little bit more clean, a little bit more composed. Medvenik in 6th, so just thinking of most points taken out of the weekend, it still looks favorable. all's account. But yeah, just maybe looks a little bit cleaner, and well, maybe giving it a bit more risk, sometimes making mistakes, but that means he's able to get away when he really needs to. Composes himself. It's a difficult balance. You always have to think of it. How hard can you push? That comes down, and seeing that it really fluctuates. They've dropped Ben Joseph definitely. He's not really in with a shot, and these two now are the ones really battling. Here's an onboard as we ride with Zubrev. He's close. Shows his nose once again. He's just seeing that Seagal's making a few mistakes, so how much can he provoke him here? How much can he push him into a mistake? That's all he needs, really. And close enough, maybe, to do something down the straight. So Zubrev looks like he's just gaining pace throughout the race. That you can see it through the lines. Seagal really using all of the circuit. This is where Zubrev loses on those exits. Not using all of the track, not using the car to its full potential, and that's how you lose time. Gonna try and make it to the inside, just a little bit too far. Once again, he looked so close, but again, comes too far. Ido Isaac, fastest lap of the race once again for him. Again, look at that Scalp. Some time on entry. This is now a bit on exit. Pushing a little bit more, using more of the tire. Can also come into play later on in the race as we're now in the final 5 minutes. We saw that with him and Medvedev as well. Looked to be catching up fast, but as the end of the race came, the run really changed as trying to break the draft. Zubrev shows his nose again, but sometimes doesn't come back quick enough. And again, maybe not using all of the circuit. Somebody off wide. Sorkin, I think. Full position for him, by the way, in this race as he finished 10th. Struggled at the start, lost positions, had that accident, and had to repair his car. Now, back to the battle for the lead. It's down to 0.3 of a second. These guys have been giving us maybe not so much action as anticipation for what's going to happen next. Here comes Zubrev to the inside. And I think that might still not be enough. Seagal, wow. Impressive defense from him at the moment. Zubrev putting the pressure on, and it's like, as I said, he's a little bit more clean with his lines. He doesn't have that ultimate pace, but has a bit more. Oh, Medvedev off the road. We saw him with a tire off. I think he had an accident. maybe a DQ from the session as well, as he just disappeared when running. Looks like he's back into the pit, so it could be as they go into the braking zone. Continues to lead. Second gap now between two. We've seen Zubrev struggling out of the final turn. Will we see that again? Doesn't look like it, at least for now. Oh, slide! Slide, and does look like it now. He loses a lot of time and would have to put in a very impressive performance here in the last 2 laps of this one. And Josef, 3.5 seconds but behind these two. It's not a threat. Zubrev can take some risks. Think about how he can gain that time. Gains 2/10 in the first chicane. And Colin, how he was the chaser last time, now he's the defender. So from Hunter to Hunted, or Talsikal up in front, who loses so much time through the hairpin. Look at how that gap has just shrunk from 1 second across the line to 1/10, as, well, pretty much they reach the end of Sector 1. And this does really look like advantage Zubrev now. Like, yeah, he's maybe just kept his tires, kept his car in a better condition to push hard at the end of this one. He tries something down the inside. No, backs out of it again. So not pushing his luck here. Just trying to find the right rhythm, the right moments to make these moves. What will happen now? To the braking zone, to the inside. Nope. Just maybe a little bit sideways as he came on to the front straightaway. Will this be a chance for Zubrev? I think he just might be a little bit too far away. White flag in the air. That signifies the final lap of the race. Segal to the inside. To the outside goes Zubrev. But I think he's just a little bit too far away. He'd have to really lunge down into turn 1. Nope. It's better of it. Just wants to collect those all-important points, but I'm sure he wants to take a race win here as well. 1/10 down, under a 10 side by side, through the left, through the right, maybe not enough. Will Zubrev try something to the inside here? Does poke his nose. Looks like Segal has held on to that one and actually made this corner differently than he had all those other times, and holds on to the lead for now. Zubrev, 2 more chances, I'd say. He's got a chance into that slow chicane, and he's got a chance into the second to last corner if he gets Aqua Minerale. Absolutely perfect. Half a second down. Tal finding pace now. Getting rid of all of those mistakes that he had previously. Yermakov, by the way, battled with Malcolm for 5th. I think that's going to be clean for both of them. It looked like it. It did look like it, and I think Talsikal is going to take this one. 2nd and 1st. That's his result here today, and we'll take the maximum, well, not the maximum, but the most points out of anyone into his pocket. Breaks the draft coming out the final turn, but it's going to be enough. Talsikal wins this one by just 0.4 of a second ahead of what we presume is championship winner Mark Zubrev, who finishes 2nd in this race. Ben Josef finishes 3rd, repels the attack from Ido Isaac, who was chasing him down all the way. Nor Malka, he has to defend from Aviad Yarmakov, will at least hold on to it from Aviad Yarmakov, and I think he will. 3/10, 2/10. Actually, this might be a track race to the line, but Yarmakov makes a mistake and I don't think it's going to be enough. Dormalka will finish this one in 5th, gaining 10 spots. Yermakov gains 6 to finish 6th. Or Brom will be 7th. Verdi Galili will be 8th. Nikolai Logovsky will finish in 9th. Aaron Dolitsky should finish 10th. It's Amnon Tari. Eric Lapter in 11th. 12th for Sorpin, a lap down, as was Offer Mazus in 14th. Fallon Katz in 15th. Lap down as well, and 2 laps down is Dima Medvedik, who we presume either retired or I don't think there's too many incident points. Just the system saying he crossed the line. Here's Dolitsky down in 10th, 11th for Tahari. Lapter will finish 12th. As I said, Alan Katz will be the last man across the line. He's actually doing donuts for the final race of the season. Why not? Of course. You'll not need this car again this season, so why not get a few donuts in as well. These are your race 2 results. Talsigal takes the win ahead of Zubrev, Ben Yosef, Isaac, Dormalka, Avid Yarmakov, Orbram, Rudy Galili, Nikolai Logovsky, and Aaron Dolitsky in 10th. And for the rest, it's Sam Monsari, Eric Lapter, Alexei Sorpin, Offer Mazus, Alan Katz, and Dima Medvedik. That is your 16 drivers. Finished race 2 as we take a break now. And we'll be back for the Pro Class and their final 2 races of this season. Welcome back to the track and welcome to what is now the Pro Class qualifying session. Nobody has set a lap time just yet. Should be seeing the first ones in very, very shortly. Naviron. The line ran to Zoni, takes provisional pole, but let's just wait for everybody to actually set a lap. On Chacha on an out lap at the moment. Rantazzoni actually holds on to this one, at least for now. But we'll still wait for those second laps to come in. At the moment, Sazzoni, Gross, Gabe, Kanoivitsky, Ventura, Rosen, Heskia, Beltsan, Last, Ferig, Levi, Baba, Yaron, and Chacha in not setting a lap just yet. Yossi Gabe has finished his qualifying attempt, so we'll go no further. Reem Gross, though, looking positive, at least for the sectors now. He's definitely running quicker than Rantazzoni was. And Zoni finishes his attempt as well. Not going to go quicker. Let's see if Reem Gross can find anything here during this lap. Chacha, though, looking positive as well with his sectors. Reem Gross, though, at the moment, predicted time would be enough for pole. Just about making into the 44s as well, with the way it's currently going for him. But Chacha looking much quicker time. Baba looking much quicker as well. Here comes Gross, predicted to be under the 45s. See if he can do it as he comes to the line. Actually, time goes up. No improvement, point free for him. Yaron crosses the line. Is well behind in 6th. Outside Baba, that's definitely too wide and no way gonna count that lap. But here is Rowan Chacha. Actually backs out of it. And I don't think he's gonna get another run in. So the two championship leaders, champion-elect in terms of Chacha, well, both of them, will be starting from last. Because he's not going to have enough time to do another lap. No chance for him. Anybody else on a lap? I don't think so. So it looks like that first attempt by Rantazzoni might actually be enough. And actually 2 tenths up in front. Sion Baba. As he spins round. That's going to be it for the qualifying session. I think anybody else can improve. So it will be Rantazzoni on pole position. Impressive run by him. 45.0, 2 tenths ahead of Reem Gross, who was 3 tenths ahead then of Yossi Gabe. Then it's Ayali Kanoivitsky, Tomer Ventura, Matty Rosen, Daviron, Omri Farag, Arnon Levi, and Elliot Heskia. And Obaltsan in 11th, and we're last in 12th. And then 13th, actually 13th goes to Chacha, and 14th goes to Baba. Here we go. Let's get ready for the green lights to go out. Be any moment now. Waiting for everybody to grid up. Ron Chacha not on the grid for now. At the moment, at least. Maybe now he's on the grid, so I think we should be getting the lights out any moment. And the 11th round of the season, the second to last round of the season, gets underway. Tazzoni leads this one down into turn 1, and I think he's going to be quite safe down into turn 1, to be honest. Big battles, though, right behind. Much everybody stays where they were, at least in the top 10. Everybody's kept position somehow, incredibly. Hard to believe, to be honest, but very clean start. Incredibly clean start. This is Jura maybe thinking of something. Nope, that's out of it. Oh, spinner ahead in the I think that's Kanovitsky in the 79 machine. Somebody in the background spinning around as well. And now finally we see position changes. Reem Gross, though, putting now pressure on Rantazzoni. Gross looked fast in that lap. I think he just messed up that final part of the circuit in that qualifying session. So now chance to get redemption here. Ron Chacha up into 8th already. Gained about half, gained 5 positions in what is the space of half a lap. Here comes Gross, though. He's got a chance at this one. He's got a chance at taking the lead. We'll see if he can actually keep the lead. And no. Doesn't make the move just yet. We'll try it out the final turn, I'm sure, down the front stretch. This is the best opportunity to make a move, and definitely for the lead of the race. We've seen those in the silver class. Now it's time for the pros to battle it out now that long and twisty straight here at Imola. To the outside as Reem Gross, to the inside as Rantazzoni as they go into the braking zone. Can Reem Gross make it around the outside? We've seen quite a few moves made that way. He does. Holds on to it, but will now have to think of the chicane coming up ahead. We've seen drivers try moves to the inside there. No, Gross holds on to it and just has to stay calm. Ron Chacha in 7th, so not a threat here, but he might be a threat to those ahead. The 39 of Renaud Levite now under pressure from the championship leader, and I think, no, they're actually going to come out side by side, so the battle continues as actually Renaud Levite gets that position sorted. Position it does Chacha. Oh wow, huge jump over that curb in the chicane. Spinner in the background, that's Nadav Yaron, who's off the road, and here we go, down into the braking zone. Chacha will try something here to the outside, pushes Levi into a very difficult position as they're going to come out in the final turn. Rowan Chacha makes the move around the outside. Off the road is Baba, who started at the back together with Chacha. Reem Gross, fastest lap of the race for him at the moment. Will Chacha hold on to this one, though? Down the straight, I think he will. The gap is about half a second for the lead, though. Zoni has, well, try having a look. It's not that big of a gap. It's 4/10. definitely something manageable. And if you can pile the pressure on Gross, who, yes, maybe was a bit quicker on that second attempt in qualifying, but couldn't glue that lap together, maybe. Tony still has a chance, maybe just a little bit more consistent, maybe just working a little bit better under pressure in this track. Well, it punishes your mistakes heavily. Well, I wouldn't say Spa doesn't, but Spa is just a little bit more escape roads. You can go off the road. Now we'll have a chance down the straightaway. 15 minutes to go in this one. Here we go. Down into turn 1. The inside goes to Zoni. And I think he's going to get the move done even before the braking zone. Well, not before the braking zone, but definitely much sooner than the turn-in point. Zoni back into the lead of this one. Yossi Gabay looking at that one and thinking, well, maybe I'd like a piece of that. Matty Rosen there as well. Though, Reem Gross not giving up this one. Yossi Gabay likes it because he knows these two fighting up ahead will help him reduce the gap from behind. Looked like he had that much pace, at least in qualifying or the start of this race. But if these two keep on squabbling as they've been, well, there's a chance. Even Rowan Chacha's, well, be 6 seconds back, but we've seen his pace this season. You cannot ever discount him from this one. Here we go. Into Acqua Minerale. Oh, looked risky from Ranzizone. He just about clipped that piece of grass there on entry, but, well, survives to do another lap at least. Well, wow, that looked tight. I mean, honestly, it looked like the car even moved under that braking zone as he just clipped the grass on entry. It looked like it unsettled the car a little bit. Reem Gross, though, getting closer and closer and closer. 2/10. Wow. I thought he was about to hit Ranzizone, but this is the difference. Pro class versus silver class. These guys, well, they're fighting for the win here in the ticket to the FIA Motorsport Games 2024. I mean, it's all but sealed, I think, for Rowan Chacha, though, that ticket. So these guys just fighting for glory and fighting for better positions in the championship. Zoni holds on to it still and actually doing a good job of defending. Just placing his car in the right spots, not giving Reem Gross a chance to overtake. But I feel like now Reem Gross maybe... Actually, he's going to try the outside. I was going to say maybe he's going to back out of it. Nope, he doesn't. Still kind of there, but yeah, backs out of it finally. Now, these two are definitely under pressure now from Yossi Gabay, who gets a slide on and loses all that time. Matty Rosen will gain that position from him. I'm almost sure of it. There's Rowan Chacha, who's 5.5 now behind the lead. That's 12 minutes to go. Yeah, I mean, Rowan Chacha. Oh, actually, Rowan Chacha has made a mistake. See? 1.5 down. Seeing anything. I think maybe he had to avoid something from Tomer Ventura, who lost some time. Let's get back to the battling for the lead. Reem Gross won't have a chance this lap, but will have a chance now. for Yossi Gabay against Matty Rosen. Yossi lost that position, if you remember. It felt like forever now, honestly, with how much action we're getting. But it was about 1 lap ago, less than that. So Yossi Gabay getting now closer to Matty Rosen. Maybe he has a chance to make the move. No. The outside goes Gabay. And can't make the move just yet. Chacha's the car behind. He's 8 seconds down. Maybe he had a bit of damage last lap. Just, losing time because he was 5.5 behind. He's lost some last lap. And Yossi Gabay putting pressure on Matty Rosen. This is for a podium spot in the race. To the outside goes Gabay. Rosen is on the inside as they come into the braking zone for the chicane. No change. Still, Matty Rosen doing a fantastic job up in front there, up in third, to now hold on to the position. That was, well, given away to him, really. But now holding on to it and doing a fine job, definitely. Again, placing his car in all the right spots as he goes wide. Just as I say that, he runs wide. And looks like he's going to give Yossi Gabay that position. Maybe not. Actually, they're going to come out side by side. That's going to negate any advantage that Yossi Gabay may have had from Slipstream. Gonna happen. Let's switch back to the leaders just for a second. No, there's nothing coming from Riem Gross. This battle, though, definitely on. Yossi Gabay on the inside. I think he's going to retake that third place. Yes, he is. And yes, Matty Rosen just thought maybe I can't hold on to it for the next 9 minutes. Maybe smart in this case. As we're on 6 to go in this race. Six laps. Be running about 12 laps in this one, so 2-lap mode now. As here's the battle for the lead. This still continues on. Again, Ransoni doing a great job under a lot of pressure for this position, definitely. Riem Gross doing a good job to not just get overheated and try and make a move that maybe isn't there or is too risky. He doesn't need to do that. Gross and Ransoni battling for second in the championship as well, these two. But won't know the scores fully until the drop rounds have been calculated as well. But I think this one's going to go into their drop pile. They're doing a fantastic job. Riem Gross, fastest lap of the race now. In quite a bit of time. So similar between these two. 44.8 for Gross, 44.9 for Tazzoni. Maybe ski a bit further down, has a chance at Palmer Ventura, and I think he's got that position. At least they're going to go side by side. Those two, and Ventura holds on to 7th. Ron Chacha is catching up to Matty Rosen. Yossi Gabay as well, so Ron Chacha has a chance of taking a podium. Starting from last, by the way. Just so we remember, we're on the same page. He started from last. Seen impressive performances from Rowan this season. Maybe this one falling a little bit under the radar, but still doing a fantastic job is Rowan. And I think a very worthy representative in the FI Motorsport Games. Riem Gross still, though, applying pressure. Ransoni blocking that pressure. Again, putting his car in nice places. He's driving smart. He's not overly defensive. In which I mean he's you know, not stopping on the apex after driving the tightest line he possibly could. He's actually doing it smart. He's defending where he needs to. He's kind of placing his car down the straight, so he pushes Reem Gross into a situation where he has to go to the outside just like this. And Reem Gross is going to... It's going to be more difficult for him to make a move around the outside. Rancizzoni, they're actually going to go in side by side. And they're going to stay side by side through the left. Rancizzoni now, I'd say, has the advantage into the left-hander of the fast chicane here, the Villeneuve chicane. And to the left they go, and I think Reem Gross has just about got that one a little bit braver on entry, but now he's got to defend this one. Rancizzoni's going to come around the outside. He's going to have the momentum on the exit. I think he's done it. He's done it around the outside at the hairpin. Can you believe it? Wow. That is one hell of a move. I mean, incredible from Ran. He used that momentum. He saw how tight Reem Gross went into that braking zone, and he thought, I'll just have more speed around the outside. But now Rancizzoni makes a mistake. I think now he's going to be under pressure into the chicane. Definitely he's going to be under pressure into the chicane, but Reem Gross is going to go to the outside. There's no real point of going to the inside here. You're going to struggle to overtake anyone. And Rancizzoni holds on to it. Again, that smart defensive driving is letting him stay in the lead. I mean, he had the pace because he caught back up and overtook again. Rowan Chacha, though, go to him because he's actually in a battle with Matty Rosen. This is for 4th position. Rowan on the inside. Is he going to be brave enough on the brakes? He is. And, oh, big slide from Rowan Chacha. Wow, he holds on to that one. Matty Rosen's going to take it back, but, wow. Rowan Chacha, incredible driving from him. This is Reem Gross into the braking zone, trying. He's trying left, right, center, but there's just no way through. Rancizzoni putting up the defensive drive of the season, I think. As Reem Gross tries around the outside, he gets that done once again around the outside. Rancizzoni, I think he's got a weak point in that chicane. And this time, Reem Gross is a little bit smarter in terms of how he enters, but not that smart in terms of how he exits because he exited slower. And now it's all about Rancizzoni. If he can hold on down the inside, he can, but Reem Gross runs wide. They're going to go side by side into Acqua Minerale. No, backs out of it. Actually, Rowan Chacha held on to 4th. He'll struggle to find 3rd here, but still good job from him. The outside now, Rancizzoni. Nope, not here, but pushed Reem Gross into a mistake on entry. Again, you're seeing this even on the offensive. Rancizzoni putting Reem Gross into positions where maybe he doesn't really want to be in a lot of the time. No move made into here, but he knows he can wait for the straightaway into Tamburello. Will he make a move into there? 3 to go. It will be 2 to go as they cross the line. Just under 2 minutes to go in this one. Pushing to the inside is Reem Gross, but I think Rancizzoni has actually got some space there. Contact down the straight. Wow. And somehow they both come out of it without damage and without both cars in a barrier. And that's the important part. Well, I think without damage. Looks like wheel straight for Reem Gross. Wheel straight for Rancizzoni most likely as well. It definitely is. So both drivers stayed clean. Ferrig. This is for 10th. Actually an important position because 10th is pole position for race 2 and 11th is 11th for race 2. So this is a battle for a golden ticket to be on pole for the second race. Tony has dropped some time. Not looking great for him. It's like Reem Gross just a little bit more confident up in the lead, but actually gains back in the chicane. Always the following car. Closer now, once again, Rantazzoni as the white flag flies in the air. And I think now Rantazzoni might try and make a move around the outside. We've seen this done before. Not now, as Reem Gross holds on to it, but has a horrible exit, touches the grass. This will be a chance for Tazzoni, but I think he's been held up just a little bit. Reem Gross running off into the grass actually probably helped him there because he slowed down enough. To the outside goes Ran, and I think outside's the preferred line because Rantazzoni back into the lead of this race. This is the final lap of the race, by the way. To the inside tries Reem Gross. I don't think there's space there. I don't think he was close enough. No, he wasn't. 2/10 now separate these two. The battle's still going on. It's the final lap of this race. Battle for the lead. Rantazzoni now up into the lead once again. He's been smart in his defense all the way through. Can he still do that in the final lap of this one? Into Acqua Minerale they go. Reem Gross trying to put Ran at a very, very disadvantageous position as they come into the braking zone. But now into the chicane, I think Ran's just got enough of a gap to not be afraid of a move being made. He's been good through the chicane so far. I think he's good this time as well, but Reem Gross is, well, I wouldn't say better, but at least very, very similar. This will be the deciding factor into Rivazza as Rantazzoni defends this one. Reem Gross goes to the outside. They're going to stay side by side. Reem Gross kind of still there, but I think Rantazzoni's going to just about hold on to this one as he breaks the draft. Coming out the final turn, even if it's going to be a drag race to the line, I don't think it's going to be enough, and I think Rantazzoni will take the win in race 1 here. 11th race of the season. What a battle these two had. That was amazing. Really, really was amazing. Rowan Chach actually finished 2/10 behind Yossi Gabe only. The gap for the lead, 0.08 of a second. Matty Rosen is in 5th, 6th for Arnaud Levi, 7th for Ayali Kanovitsky, 8th for Ado Balsan. Gilad Heskia will be 9th as the battle for 10th continues. Dror last will most likely be the one who takes it as he crosses the line ahead of Omri Farag. Dror last will be on pole position for race 2. Ready to grid up for the final one this season. Or last on pole position with Gilad Heskia alongside him. Let's get ready to go. 12 laps in this one. And we're underway. Beautiful start by everyone. Rowan Chacha, again, one of his, well, consistent race starts, I'd call him. He's been very consistent in terms of starting the race so far this season. Dror last holds on to the lead. Fantastic start by him. And actually was about half a second gap in front, so very, very positive by him. Heskia holds on to second. Zaida Balsam to third, fourth. Still Ali Kanovitsky. though, but this is Baltzan versus Heskia. Baltzan on the inside. Well, he's gonna be as they'll get to the left-hander here in through Curatella, but actually holds on, does Gilead Heskia. Baltzan can't do anything there. Draw last. He was half a second ahead as they exited turn 1. Now it's a gap of only a few tenths of a second, less than 2 tenths. It's going to be a tenth now. Will we see a move? Anybody making a move into the chicane? It is Gilead Heskia making a move into the chicane. Draw last, loses the lead as Heskia takes the lead now. Oh, spin! That was Rowan Chacha. Definitely was him. I noticed from the design of the car, definitely was Rowan. And he's out of this one. Final race of the season. Wow, well, an uncharacteristic mistake as I know Baltzan tries something on draw last. There's somebody off the road. Kanoivitsky, yes, definitely. So Gilead Heskia gets a nice gap in the lead. This is a battle for fourth? No, actually, this is a battle for third. Zoni and Baltzan. Zoni will get that one done. The third he goes. Off the road, though, is Rorlas Ranzoni. As easy as that. Up into second. Green Gross in the 13th because he was down into the pits. Let's have a look actually what happened there. I want to see. Chacha crashed, but I think Green Gross crashed earlier on. Oh, somebody off the road. That's Tomer Ventura in the 13 machine. And he's not going to go any further. And somebody else off. Is it? No, I think that's just sound of damage. Fine. What happened? Green Gross. But I can't really find anything, to be honest. Here's Yossi Gabe trying to catch up to Ido Baltzan. What is now for third position. Positive outlook, I think, for Ranzoni. He doesn't have his competitor from race 1 in Green Gross behind. He doesn't have the championship leader in Rowan Chacha behind. We'll see actually how that ends up in the championship. As I said, it was Zoni versus Gross for second in the championship, so we'll see how that actually ends up. Gilead Heskia, though, fastest lap of the race. Great job by him. As Ranzoni being hunted now by Ido Baltzan and Yossi Gabe in the 17 machine. I think Yossi just wants to dispatch of Ido as soon as he can. And see how he can actually do that. Ido Baltzan doing a good job. Gilead Heskia doing a fantastic job, phenomenal job in the lead. Because Ranzoni was, well, I would say fastest, second, third fastest. I think those three were very similar in terms of pace with Zoni, Gross, and Chacha. They were very similar in terms of their overall speed in the race. So now Gilead Heskia actually holding on well. I mean, he's losing some time. As that's Ido Baltzan going wide. To the inside comes Yossi Gabe. And should make it stick into the chicane. Yep, there wasn't really much Ido Baltzan could have done there. Just made a mistake on the exit, lost quite a bit of time, and that's how it goes. This is a battle for 6th, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars in this one. 5 cars for 6th place. Held by draw last as Ranzoni gets the lead of the race. Gilead Heskia. What happened to this? And I'm not seeing any replays, so not sure what happened, but looks like he lost a lot of time. Looked like a slow down, maybe. Oh, into the air went Ido Baltzan. after hitting. I think he hit Yossi Gabe, who goes up into second now. Gilead Heskia slow. Moving slow, and I think that is damage. Doesn't look great. Doesn't look like the car wants to turn for him. Coming back to this battle off the road goes Tyon Baba. Nope, Omri Farag actually goes off the road. Baba's just the last one in the group. And Ido Baltzan has joined this group as they've lost a few, but then gained a few in it as well. So, Baltzan, let's have a look what happened. Oh, this was after the incident. This is the incident. Here we go. So into the braking zone. He's got Yossi Gabe in front. Oh, just misjudges that braking zone. Does well to not hit. That Heskia was in front. Felt it. Not hit Ilya. Nope. As that's... Was that for last? No, that was Nadav Yaron and Gilead Heskia, who's out of the race now. Draw last. In with a shot over Ido Baltzan, who's got damage after that contact. Doesn't look like his car's operating at a perfect level. And going to move in front is draw last. So started on pole, drop positions, now back up to fourth. Here's Tyon Baba behind him as well, with the struggling Ido Baltzan in front. See how much can Reem Gross gain. I don't think Rowan shot. Oh, somebody off once again. Was that Nadav Yaron? It was, but does well to spin and get it back on to the road perfectly. Baltzan loses that position though to Tyon Baba. Throw last up into fourth position after you come down. Will down well field. Nadav Yaron. He's been struggling. Omri Farag in 8th. Beautiful cam on the exit here of Aqua Minerale. Very difficult braking zone into that turn. Tell you that for free. And have your own. Thinking of making a move on Omri Farag. Gilead Heskia pit stop for him. Oh, so that means the car's been pulled back to the pit. Unfortunate for Gilead Heskia, who was running a line race up until that point. Just involved in contacts. The battle continues. Baltzan losing places. And actually loses a place to Ali Konovitsky, who doesn't look like he's driving the freshest car either. Nadav Yaron has got past Omri Farag. Now has his eyes set on Ido Baltzan. Definitely struggling. Again, slide at the exact same place for Nadav Yaron as Omri Farag takes that position. Wow, Nadav Yaron, he's putting on a show for us today. He's really gotten into a drifting spirit. I'm not sure that's the best option, though, in a Formula 4 car, but leave that up to him. Super running real close and in front as well. Saw Konovitsky versus Baba. Konovitsky has found some incredible pace. He's just been hunting down everybody as Baba spins round and moved as well from the race. Nadav Yaron now. trying to catch up to Omri Farag. As Ido Balsan lets them both through. Ranzizoni now takes the fastest lap of the race. And Daviron, I swear he has damage or something, because that car looks a handful to drive. He's found some incredible pace from, honestly, I have no clue where, because he's just been hunting everybody down in this one. Started from 4th, and has damage on his car, but that's some pace. Reem Gross, though, fighting Rowan Chacha, actually. Reem Gross dropped back, actually, to fight Rowan. I think these two have liked fighting each other throughout the season. It will be Rowan Chacha going to the FIA Motorsport Games, but Gross running close. Tries to go to the outside. This is actually our closest battle on track at the moment. We had so much chaos. It's calmed down now. To the outside comes Reem Gross. Tries to get that done. They're going to still be side by side, touching with Rowan Chacha, but gets them back into line. Now I think it's advantage Gross as he's on the inside, but we've seen that outside work so well for so many drivers. Rowan Chacha is going to stay on it, and actually, yes, it does work because he's held the lead. Well, this is a battle for 10th. So didn't hold the lead, but held 10th. And we'll see if anything changes. Position. Rowan Chacha in 11th. Well, continues. IIL is really caught up. He's now going to go for a move on drawer last and gets it done. Actually, kind of running just as fast as the leaders with a very damaged car, at least visually. So, I mean, props to him doing a fine job in all the difficult circumstances with how his front end is looking. These two still going head to head. And I think they're just enjoying themselves out on track here today. It's a beautiful track and it's an incredible place to drive and fight, especially with these Formula 4 cars. Really try crazy moves. And close racing is possible as Reem Gross goes to the outside and makes it stick. Just about. Rowan Chacha. Is he now under pressure into the hairpin as Tosa to the outside? We saw, remember, Reem Gross get overtaken there by Ranzizoni around the outside there. Reem Gross tried the same thing, but it didn't work here. Not exactly. Gross going to go to the inside of Rowan. Nope. Not again. Not going to happen this time. Definitely not. All back to the line. This is definitely our closest battle out on track by a long way. Even though it's running. Actually, he's running a second faster a lap than Matty Rosen. I wouldn't be surprised if that battle still comes about between those two. No, it's 7 seconds. Fortunately. But these two, they continue on fighting. They've provided the show a lot of the times this season. And, well, they've continued to do so here tonight, even if it's fighting for 10th. I think these two are really, really enjoying themselves and have been fierce competitors this whole season. Rim grows to the inside now. They just keep switching positions. And actually gets done. Ron Chacha think of doing something. Navarro has disappeared off the timing screen. It says he's out. So I think that's going to promote. He crashed. So let's have a look at a replay of that. Oh, he did. Oh, wow. I think that car that looked like it was just almost impossible to drive has caught up with him. And he decided to bring it down onto the road, so promotes Reem Gross and Rowan Chacha into 9th and 10th, respectively. But let's go back to your race leader. Well, wow. 11 seconds ahead. 12. And yep. Growing is Yosuke Bay running slow. That looks fine. Just how fast Ranzizoni's going. 12 and a half seconds as he'll start 2 laps to go here. It's been really a dominant drive from Ranzizoni and a drive that we've seen from Rowan Chacha this season. And Ranzizoni has repeated that, has showed that it's doable. It's not only Rowan Chacha who's won both races in a weekend. It will be Ranzizoni as well, who's keeping great pace. Eli Konevitsky dropped off that pace because Ranzizoni back into the 44, so he's going to push again. Eli Konevitsky catching Matty Rosen by over a second a lap. It's not going to be enough because there's only 2 to go, but Eli Konevitsky found some incredible pace from somewhere. Rowan Chacha to the inside, not going to make a move on Reem Gross again. This is your battle for 9th position. And these guys just battling for fun, really. As to the inside goes Rowan Chacha. It's outside here on the right, and then inside into Rivazza. Gets the move done, but I think Reem Gross has been smart about this one because he's gonna be the one who's able to use the slipstream. But you have to think, because then after Tamburello you go into Villeneuve, maybe it's a chance to go back. Yeah, it's very difficult to be super strategic about it here. To hold on to the lead. Here comes Reem Gross right behind. No, early. That actually drops back now. About half a second behind. An incredible twist. Ranzizoni has lost about 7 seconds this lap. What happened here? Oh, touching the grass on entry. Wow. Ranzizoni, well, he got out of there. Really. I mean, lucky to escape without any damage and only 6 seconds of lost time, considering he had a 12-second lead. Now he's got to be careful. He really needs to stop pushing. He's got the fastest lap of the race. He doesn't need to worry about, going quicker. He's going to get the points for most positions gained. He's going to get the fastest lap. He's safe there, really. He's done everything he needs to. As Ranzizoni has about half a lap to go in this one. And the iRacing Israel League Road to the FIA Motorsport Games 2024 has about half a lap to go. It's the final and 12th round here, and Imola has provided us some incredible action. This whole season has provided us with incredible action, and it's, well, a special place to finish a season, and Rancizzoni has put in a special performance, winning both races. Well, we've seen that a couple times this season, but this time it's Rancizzoni who's going to take the win in race 2 as well, and takes the final win of this season. Race 12 goes to Rancizzoni. Yossi Gabay, fantastic performance by him. He's going to finish second. Good haul of points for him. Matty Rosen will take the final step of the podium, even while being hunted down by Ayali Konovitsky. Just a second remaining between those two. Dror Last will finish in 5th, ahead of Omri Farrig in 6th. Catch up. Omri, Arnon Levi, will be 7th in this one. Ido Balsan will be 8th, and 9th and 10th, well, we don't know who's going to go to, but these two still battling it out. I think Rowan Chacha might just give that position to Reem Gross, because I think Reem Gross waited for him. I'm pretty sure, at least, because their gap was much, much bigger. But these two have put on a show in what was a little bit of a calmer second part to this race. Here we go into the braking zone for these two, and I believe that's going to confirm Rowan Chacha as the winner and as the driver who's going to go to Valencia this year to represent Israel in the FIA Motorsport Games 2024. Rowan Chacha finishes 10th, but I don't think it matters. He is champion. He's the one who's going to Spain. That is it for the final race. See on your screens the beautiful statue for Ayrton Senna, as Rancizzoni wins this one ahead of Yossi Gabay, Matty Rosen, Ayali Konovitsky, Dror Last, Omri Farrig, Arnon Levi, Ido Balsan, Reem Gross, Rowan Chacha. As look at the rest of the field, 11th for Nadav Yaron, 12th for Tan Baba, 13th for Tomer Ventura, and 14th for Iliad Heskia. That has been it, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this season as much as we did. Thank you to the Israel Automobile and Karting Association for making this championship possible. Thank you to the iRacing Israel League for making this championship possible as well. And from me and everyone at OBS, it's been a pleasure covering this series, and I hope you all stay tuned and see how Rowan Chacha will do in the FIA Motorsport Games 2024. Have a good night.